Hey guys, imagine this. You're sprawled on the couch, scrolling through your phone, when a blur of fur zooms past your feet. It's your cat, suddenly convinced its own tail is a mortal enemy, leaping 3 feet in the air like it's been zapped by a tiny lightning bolt. You snort, snap a photo for Instagram, and think, what a goofy little weirdo. But here's the kicker: this same creature, the one that panics at dust bunnies and meows like a drama queen for treats, is actually a peak example of evolutionary perfection. Yeah, that's right. Your couch potato with a penchant for knocking over plants. It's a masterpiece of nature's design. Let's rewind a bit. Modern house cats trace back about 10 million years to the late Miocene, but their family tree goes way deeper. Around 25 million years ago, the first cat-like creatures, called Pseudailuris, started roaming the planet. These ancient felines split into two paths: the big, saber-toothed giants and the smaller ancestors of our modern cats. Fast forward millions of years, and what do we get? A group of animals so finely tuned, scientists can't help but gush. Anjali Goswami, the director of London's Natural History Museum, put it bluntly in Scientific American. From your pet tabby to the king of the jungle, all cats are perfect products of natural selection. And the proof: take a look at their skulls. A tiger's skull and a house cat's skull are practically identical. Same round shape, same proportions, just scaled up or down. It's like nature hit copy paste and adjusted the size slider. No matter how old they get, their skulls stay cute and round, not stretching out like some other animals. Scientists call this extreme specialization. They've hit an evolutionary sweet spot. No need to change or improve anymore. They're as good as it gets. That's why a toddler at the zoo might point at a tiger and yell, "Big kitty." It's not just a cute mistake, it's biology. Lions, tigers, house cats, they're all cut from the same evolutionary cloth. Nature nailed the blueprint on the first try, apparently. But it's not just their skulls. Let's talk teeth. Cats have lost a set of molars that other mammals use for grinding plant matter. What's left is a tiny nub, basically useless for anything but the occasional accidental chew on a houseplant. Why? Because they're strict carnivores. Who needs to grind when you can tear meat into bite-sized chunks? This might explain why your cat thinks your couch cushions are fair game for a good gnawing. Those hunting instincts don't just disappear because there's a bowl of kibble in the corner. Here's the wild part: your house cat is, evolutionarily speaking, as good as it gets. Different breeds might have different fur colors or lengths, but under the fluff, they're all pretty much the same. No wild variations, no big leaps in new traits. They've plateaued at perfection. Even other animals tried to copy their vibe, like weasels and some extinct marsupials, evolving similar body shapes and hunting styles. But let's be real, they're just bad imitations. So the next time your cat does something ridiculous, like stare at a wall for 20 minutes or get spooked by its own reflection, remember, you're looking at 25 million years of evolutionary fine-tuning. That silly little furball. It's a living, purring testament to how good nature can get when it really tries. And honestly, if being this perfect means occasionally panicking at nothing, who can blame them? This evolutionary perfection isn't just about looking the part. It's about being a lean, mean survival machine. Take a walk through any neighborhood, and you'll spot stray cats napping on fences or slinking through alleys, looking totally at home. That's because these creatures have conquered every continent except Antarctica, thriving in deserts, forests, and even the concrete jungles we build. So, let's just say their skill set reads like a superhero resume. Start with their sense of smell. Cats have this secret weapon called a vomeronasal organ, tucked between their nose and mouth, wired directly to their brain. Ever catch your cat making that hilarious stink face? Mouth open, nose wrinkled like it just smelled something foul. That's not disgust. It's their version of hitting analyze on a scent. Maybe it's the leftover tuna in your trash, or your neighbor's new perfume, or even the faint whiff of a mouse that scurried through 3 days ago. They're not being dramatic, they're just gathering intel, like a tiny, furry detective with a nose for clues. Then there's their hearing. Humans top out at around 20,000 Hz, which sounds impressive until you hear that cats can pick up sounds up to 65,000 Hz. That's like having a built-in ultrasonic detector. A bug crawling in the wall, a bird fluttering 2 blocks away, a crumb falling from your plate. They hear it all. So when your cat bolts off the couch at 3 a.m. for no reason you can fathom, cut them some slack. They're not being paranoid, they're just tuned into a whole world of noise you can't even imagine. In the wild, that hyper awareness is what keeps them from becoming someone else's snack. In your living room, it just means you'll never sneak a midnight snack without an audience. And let's not forget their night vision. Ever wonder why your cat turns into a zoomies fueled maniac as soon as the lights go out? Blame their eyes. They're built for the dark. Those big, round pupils dilate to let in as much light as possible, and a special layer behind the retina, called the tapetum lucidum, reflects unused light back through, basically giving their eyes a second chance to pick up photons. It's like having built in night vision goggles. Studies even show they're way more active after dark, which explains why your sleep schedule sometimes feels like it's being hijacked by a tiny, furry night owl. But the real showstopper is their physical agility. Let's talk jumps. A cat can leap up to 6 times its body length. For perspective, that's like a 5-foot human bounding over a 30-foot building. Ever watch your cat sail from the floor to the top of the fridge like it's no big deal? That's not luck, that's pure muscle and precision. Their bodies are engineering marvels. Flexible spines, powerful leg muscles, and shoulders that aren't even attached to their main skeleton. Yep, their shoulder blades float, connected only by muscles, which lets them twist and turn in ways that seem physically impossible. This is why people joke that cats are liquid. Ever seen one squeeze through a gap you'd swear was too small? Those floating shoulders, combined with a collarbone that's more of a suggestion than a solid bone, let them contort their bodies like tiny fur-covered contortionists. A space the size of their head. They can probably fit. It's a handy skill in the wild, slipping into burrows to catch prey, squeezing under rocks to escape predators. In your house, it just means you'll find them in the most unexpected places: the back of the closet, inside an empty cereal box, or wedged between the couch cushions like they're trying to become one with the furniture. Put it all together, and you've got a creature that can hear a pin drop a block away, smell a mouse in the wall, see in near total darkness, and jump like it's got springs in its paws. No wonder they rule the animal kingdom's middleweight division. So the next time your cat presents you with a gift, a dead bug, a mangled lizard, or, heaven forbid, a half-alive mouse, try not to scream. It's not being gross. It's just showing off its perfect, evolution-honed hunting skills. You should be honored, really. Though maybe invest in a good broom. So here's the thing about these perfect little predators. They didn't just conquer the wild. They conquered our hearts, and they did it without even trying that hard. Unlike dogs who've been bred for centuries to be our loyal sidekicks, cats waltzed into human life, took a look around, and thought, yeah, this works. But I'm keeping my options open. That half-tamed vibe. Turns out it's exactly what we needed. Let's start with their independence. In the wild, cats are lone hunters. No packs, no hierarchies, just them versus the world. That means they're perfectly fine chilling at home alone while you're slaving away at work. No need for morning walks in the rain. No sad eyes begging for attention when you're knee-deep in emails. They'll nap on the windowsill, groom themselves, maybe stare at a spot on the wall like it holds the secrets of the universe. When you finally stumble through the door, they might grace you with a head bump, or they might pretend you don't exist until dinner time. It's not rudeness, it's self-sufficiency. And in a world where everyone's too busy to breathe, that's pure magic. They're the ideal roommates: clean, quiet, and only slightly judgmental. But let's be real, we'd forgive them a lot more than mild indifference because they're cute. Like scientifically cute. Those round faces, big eyes, and tiny noses. They hit every baby schema button in our brains, triggering this primal urge to coo and protect. It's why even the grumpiest person might soften when a stray cat rubs against their ankle. Evolution wired us to think small and round equals needs care, and cats. They're walking, meowing proof that nature knows how to weaponize adorableness. A tiger might be a big kitty, but let's be honest, you're not volunteering to spoon with one. House cats struck the perfect balance, cute enough to cuddle, but not so big they can eat you. Smart move evolution. Then there's the cleanliness. Dogs roll in mud for fun. Cats act like a speck of dust is a personal insult. Ever watch your cat spend 20 minutes licking its paw, then meticulously wiping its face like it's prepping for a photo shoot? Part of that is vanity. Those whiskers are precision tools, and crumbs would mess with their hunting mojo. But it's also biology. Cats don't sweat much, so slathering themselves in saliva is their way of staying cool. It's like having a built-in air conditioning system that also doubles as a spa day. The result, they smell like, well, cat, not I rolled in something dead, or I haven't bathed in a month. Just a faint, neutral scent that makes snuggling acceptable, even after they've been exploring under the fridge. No expensive shampoos, no stressful bath times, just a tiny, furry, neat freak who takes pride in their appearance. Bliss, but here's the kicker, they're not just pretty and low maintenance. They're smart. Studies show cats can tell their owner's voice apart from strangers, and they even recognize their own names, though whether they care enough to respond is another story. They read our moods, too, slinking over to purr in your lap when you're stressed, like they know you need a little evolutionary perfection in your life. And that purring, it's not just soothing, it might actually be good for you. Research links cat ownership to lower stress and even reduced heart disease risk. Turns out, having a tiny, judgmental overlord demanding treats is great for your cardiovascular health. Who knew? Best of all, they fit our chaotic lives. A dog needs a yard, walks, playdates. The cat, give them a windowsill, a cardboard box, and a bowl of food, and they're set. They don't care if your apartment is the size of a closet or if you eat takeout every night. They'll judge your life choices, sure, but they'll do it from the comfort of your bed, like a furry roommate who's surprisingly okay with your mess. For solo renters, busy professionals, or anyone who values their space, they're the perfect companion. They're when you need them, gone when you don't. So, yeah, your cat might act like it's doing you a favor by existing. It might knock over your coffee, scratch your couch, and pretend it doesn't know you when you're holding a vacuum. But beneath that diva attitude is 25 million years of evolutionary excellence, wrapped in a fluffy, purring package that somehow fits perfectly into our messy, human world. They're not just pets, they're proof that perfection, even the kind that judges you for sleeping in, can be pretty damn lovable. Let's be real, we don't just love cats despite their quirks. We love them because of them. That moment when your independent cat suddenly decides your lap is the only acceptable napping spot. When they hunt a laser pointer like it's the most important mission on Earth. When they give you that slow blink as if to say, fine, you're not terrible. It's those little contradictions that make them feel less like pets and more like tiny, furry family members. Scientists can talk about perfect skulls and evolutionary peaks all they want, but for us, it's simpler. It's the way they turn a boring Tuesday night into a comedy special with their latest antic. It's the quiet comfort of hearing them purr when the world feels loud. It's knowing they're there, judging us silently, but still choosing to share our space. So the next time your cat does something ridiculous, chases its tail, stares at a wall, or acts like you've committed a war crime by moving the food bowl an inch, smile. You're living with a masterpiece. A 25 million-year-old, self grooming, high jumping, noise detecting, perfectly evolved masterpiece. And honestly, we don't deserve them, but we're lucky to have them. Now go give your little evolutionary wonder a treat. They've earned it.